Welcome all, and welcome Mr. Barry Peatling to the Barry Peatling Sport Show.
And welcome to you, Colin Sutcliffe, and all my viewers interstate and around the world. It's not a bad sort of a day today, 23 degrees, isn't it?
Yes,
a bit of sun out there.
A little bit of humidity around, it's a bit sort of...
and a bit of rain coming tonight, apparently.
Yeah, a little bit of showery in there. But before we get into the news of the day and all the different things, let's have a look at something of yesteryear.
Yeah, a bit of one of like cricket highlights.
And this is when you scored 131 against Rapagna.
Whoop. Against
Matawa, and you scored 131 out of a score of 176. So you blitzed them, and you took in the bowling. You did took a few wickets in the ball. You got 3 wickets in the bowling. You scored 130 out of a total 168. Took 3 for 40. Not a bad effort. Man of the match 965. Rapagna was premiers that year in the cricket, so you won every year. You sort of won something pretty much.
I won the flag, and I won the bat and bowl average that year too. I won a few bat and bowl averages. I went up to 30 goals last week too. And I won up a couple early in the season, early in the 60s for Rapagna seniors.
Right.
Ian Ward was playing, used to play back at
okay, so you're a bit of a favourite place of yours you used to sort of frequent.
Well, they had 2 wickets up there. But we had Malfoy and Rapagna.
Oh, right, okay.
You know what Malfoy is?
There's that material.
In hot weather, yeah. But it's pretty good to play on. Of course,
they should have called it Maltoid.
Maltoid, yeah. Of course, we had matting too.
Yep.
Everything up there, the turf, matting and Maltoid. Got to be able to adapt.
You got to get. Yeah, you do have to adapt.
You do.
These days, in the big league. Now, getting into the upcoming series, of course, we had New Zealand, who played very well. Exciting series, and they're going back over New Zealand. They're playing Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka got a bit of a poor team. They got the test on the same day as Australia.
It's Thursday.
And all the stars from Sri Lanka are gone. You know, Joe Saria, all those guys, all gone. Sangakkara, all gone.
Sangakkara?
Gone.
He makes 2 every one?
Yep, they're all gone. So they got like a West Indies type seconds team. They got no recognised stars.
Well, they've all retired all at once.
All at once.
Must be money or something.
The Muralitharan and all them. He's gone.
He retired 5 years ago.
So that's a bit like this.
Well, New Zealand should beat them.
Yeah, they should beat them at home. Should beat them.
In the Kiwi land?
Yep.
Well, you'd be happy about that.
Yeah, should beat them. Anyway, let's get into the Australia versus West Indies coming up. Now, West Indies team, how many of them do you know?
I don't know. I only know one that hold it. But he could hardly get a game about 5 years ago, and he's the #1 star. Fast bowler.
Fast bowler. He's very young.
I was looking he's about 25.
Yeah.
I was looking in the paper today, and I don't recognise any of them.
No.
Look, and I said before we come on here, I was telling you before we come on here that I think the gates are going to be open for free.
Possibly.
They said that last week.
They got beat
because they reckon no one will be going to see them.
Oh, they'll get people, not at Tasmania. Tasmania they won't know.
Well, only the true loyal supporters will be going. They'll be lucky to get 2,000 people to go.
Yeah, I'd say they might get 10,000 over the whole course of the whole thing, if they're lucky.
And it won't go very long. It won't go 3 days.
3 days at the most.
Australia going to make 600.
They don't have any recognised batsmen.
They've got nothing.
They've got one bowler that's a 3rd string bowler, and that's it.
I'll tell you something about this.
Sad. It's pretty sad, isn't it?
Well, I've got to tell you now. These players now, I'll mention you now. They will be not turning over in their grave, but they'll be. They cannot believe it. The fellas like Clive Lloyd, Viv Richards, Desmond Haynes, Gordon Greenidge, Sobers, Hall, Roberts, Holding, Garner, Marshall, and Lara.
Colin Croft.
But that's only off the top of the head. All the good players. They'll be. Do you know why they haven't got any players? Because they won't play.
Gale.
Chris Gale, he's playing the big match tomorrow
night. Is Bravo playing? Yeah, big match.
He's playing but they've just disconnected from the whole West Indies Test arena. I mean, there's
something about, because there's no such country as West Indies. I don't know if you realise that.
Oh, it's always been for West Indies.
There's no such country. It's just different countries playing under the banner of the West Indies. It's like the All Stars.
It's only a small island, isn't it?
No, they're all different islands.
They're small.
They're all small islands. They've got Jamaica, Trinidad, Tobago, Grenada.
So what do they call the West Indies for?
Because it's like an area.
Well, when is there actually their name for
It's not.
No.
It's sort of like having an Oceania. That, you know, like like Australia, New Zealand, the island, the Fiji, and sort of like that. You can't. It's not actually a place, but that's why they might not. They go to America and they play all the basketball and all the people from the West Indies. So, what's your thoughts on the outcome of the series, Barry?
Well, I reckon it's going to be the biggest whitewash. It'll probably be over in every test will be over in 3 days. That's if there's no rain or anything. But as I said before, we come on air too. I think the gates are going to be open for free. Because they charge, and what does it cost to go to a game of Test cricket now? 30?
Yeah, about
40?
that. Yeah.
They won't pay $40 to go and watch.
You might want to go.
Second side have never won a Test.
Yeah, but you want to go and see Warner and.
Well, that's the only.
Peter Siddle and.
The only staunch ones will go and watch because, but they can't battle for 3 days, can they?
Yeah, it should be interesting. Peter Siddle's come out and said he doesn't feel sorry for West Indies. He's going to attack and attack and attack.
Well, look, back in the 70s and 80s, they used to destroy Australia. I mean, when mainly Australia, but when Border took over from Kim Hughes in the mid-80s, they started to fire up and get on top of the West Indies. But the 70s,
80s,
early 80s, they used to
dominated.
Used to nearly kill us.
Yeah.
Wesley Hall. Who was the other? Joel Garner.
Yeah, Malcolm Marshall.
They had the meanest opening bowls, fast bowls in the world ever. That's the best attack in the world I've ever seen.
Just went pace.
They were frightening.
Yep.
Of course, they had the best batsmen in the world, Richards and Haynes, as I mentioned these fellas before.
So, do you think it could be very embarrassing for the West Indies, Barry?
I don't think. I know it will be, Colin, because, as I said to you 5 minutes ago, the only one I recognise is Holder, and who's the other fast bowler? Who's the other cricketer you mentioned a minute ago?
Bravo.
Well, he's hot and cold, very hot and cold, isn't he? But I do think they'll be, as I said, when the headline goes on before this video, it's going to be very, very embarrassing for the West Indies.
So this will be, it starts on Thursday? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's it.
It'll be over on Saturday.
Yeah. So
we don't get any rain. But I do think that it's a disgrace the way they're all these players that won't play put their name there for West Indies, coming from West Indies, and don't want to play with them.
Yeah.
Is it the money? Is it definitely the money?
Well, not all. They're not developing as they used to, and Jamaican players aren't.
Well, Chris Carr won't play.
No, he won't play. He's finished his Test career.
But he wouldn't play. He hasn't played for 3 years.
No, he's not keen on it. Too tiring for him. He wants to go out and fight.
Oh, it's too tired to play Test cricket, but he play the Big Bash.
Yeah, money.
$1 million a week.
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Chris Gow, you want to get your mind right. I tell you, all those old fellas I was talking about before, Lara and Sobers, they'd say, what? We will disown him.
So, you had some fanciful rumour someone's been telling you about Boxing Day. That's not true.
Yeah, I wrote that down, but that was about South Africa.
South Africa, because they want
Boxing Day, South Africa too, right?
Yeah, they want it as well. So,
but that's ours.
But Australia, well, they're saying it's theirs.
We've owned the Boxing Day test for the last 50 years.
Yeah, but they want it. They want their own Boxing Day test.
We'll go to another Boxing Day.
So they've refused to play South Africa over here on Boxing Day.
Australia?
No, South Africa does. I said you should come over
That's
there.
What I read about. Yeah, that was the one.
But they will be playing a 3 Test series.
We'll be playing
West Indies. Boxing Day, there'll be a huge crowd.
There'll be a record low crowd in the world.
Well, for Boxing Day, might be about 40,000 or something.
Nah, don't reckon. 25.
Oh, it is Boxing Day, though.
It's about $50 to get in Boxing Day.
Yeah, but still Boxing Day. It's what people do.
I know fellas have been they book their Boxing Day seats 2 or 3 years ahead.
Yeah.
But this is a different story. We're playing Chelsea thirds.
It is a different story, but they do go to Boxing Day. It's a traditional day off.
Just go and have a drink, get booze.
Yeah, that's right. That sort of thing.
But anyway,
so that's the cricket news, and we'll see. We'll have a full wrap of that next Monday.
Wow, it'll be a riveting wrap.
The full wrap. Hopefully we're pleasantly surprised.
Well, I like to see him put up a bit of a go, but they'll be the fast bowlers will. Stark, is he fit?
No, he won't be available till.
He's there for a few weeks, is he?
This is going to be for the New Zealand return series in beginning of February.
February.
Yeah.
So he's going to be out that long.
Yeah.
Well, who we got? We got Josh.
Hazelwood, Siddle,
Pattinson. Oh, and the Marsh, one of the Marsh boys.
Yeah. Coulter Nile. That was the shock. He hasn't played a game for the year, and he's been put on the list.
I should have been saying something.
And
about
Australia selectors, I'm going to say one thing, that they set double standards.
That's ridiculous.
Double standards. So what does that mean? If you're taking wickets in the Shield, that doesn't matter now.
No, apparently not.
And if you were making runs, apparently, this is the other thing about that the Marsh selection.
Mitch Marsh, yeah.
Mitch Marsh. Bancroft, right, scored 55 runs, an average of 55 runs last series. Right, this new young player, 23, 55 runs average. Marsh, not Mitch Marsh, but Sean Marsh, 40.
Well, yeah, because they got Rodney Marsh has some relation to the Marsh, didn't he? I mean, he's got to have some sort of lead-up, isn't it?
And the other guy, it was Klinger. He's something like 65 average. But they reward 40. That's ridiculous.
No, they've got their own little stupid way of picking teams. Strangely, I mean, Rodney Marsh. I mean, he's got to be. He can't be selected. So when you've got two sons.
That's not a son.
No, not his sons. He's nephews.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it for the cricket. Any more news on Chelsea recruits?
No, I'm afraid there isn't any more news, Colin, but I'm going to, I think they start training again in February, I think, or January or February. I'll finish training in a couple of... I might try and get down...
holiday period.
I might try and get down there one day next week, because...
We want to see more... And the fixtures out, that's the other news.
Wacko.
The fixtures out for next year.
Where did you see it?
See it on the interweb.
Internet?
Yeah.
Well, how come it's not on my email?
Maybe they gave you an email and had a link to it.
Oh, well, I'll get around to seeing it.
It's on the internet.
But I just hope that these recruits as good as they are supposed to be, and we've only got two. You've got to get 6 from them.
Yeah.
At least.
Yes.
Otherwise, you can't go any lower than the bottom.
Yeah, that's right. The only way is up, baby.
Go down the next division. No, so we'll just have to wait and see if any eventuates. If it does, I'll let these people out there know that you'll be first to know, because I might try and get down. I think
promise the viewers, Barry.
Yeah, I might try, because they finished training.
Don't give us mites, maybes, and ifs.
Well, I've got things to do, but I'll try and get down, and I think they finish the 12th. What's the date of the day?
It is the 7th.
Yeah, I think they finish on the 12th. Christmas. What day will that be?
Before the 12th of never.
That was a very good song, that Johnny Mathis sang that. You remember that?
Before the 12th of never.
Yeah, that's Johnny Mathis singing there too. So I'll try and do that and keep us all
up to date
with Chelsea's
goings-ons.
Goings-on, whatever it is.
So give us your Cheerios then, Barry.
Cheerios, I got beg your pardon, to Annie and Carla, and I didn't have any blackouts. I haven't had a blackout the last 10 days, and they're still getting over Uncle Jovan's
death.
They have 4 different days to pray for him after he dies, after he's cremated. Oh, they're they're right into the death and
big wake
birthdays. They are. Of course, PH and Shandy and Carlos, PH will be leaving on the 12th. Is that next week?
Yep, the 12th of November.
12th of November, that's right. They'll be leaving out over to Canada. Hope you have a good trip.
Snow, hope you like the snow.
Well, he knows all about it. He's taking all his gear over there. But have a good time, PH. And if you want to give me a quick call before you go, give me a call and have a chat. Because he's been pretty busy getting everything organised.
Getting busy, yeah.
You got to have a visa to go to Canada?
Yeah, of course you got to go visa everywhere you go these days.
Overseas?
Yep.
You don't have to have a visa to go to Cheltenham.
No, that's not overseas though.
Cheltenham in New Zealand. You got to have a visa to get that organised, haven't you?
Yeah, of course.
No, I had a visa to go to the Philippines, that's right.
You might be a terrorist or something, so they'll do a background check on you and all that.
That's right, I had the visa, I got the one covered out there, that's right. Yeah, so enjoy yourself, PH, but if you want to give me a quick ring, do it. I'll tell you what's going on.
Give you updates.
And of course, Maria, May, Nicole and Euros, she'll be watching. I told her last night. I'm going to show her the cricket score, the cricket cutting.
Yep.
So there you go. That's for you, Maria. And of course, that's all here. That's all I got for the time being. But I must mention, I did see that Curtly Ambrose, Richie Richardson is back on the coaching panel with Phil Samuels. So
Simmons.
Oh, Simmons, yeah, you're right. Can't agree with him, right? Yeah.
Mm.
So I do want to mention that because it what's that, riveting news, isn't it?
Mm.
But Curtly, he's the tallest fast bowler I've ever seen. The tallest person I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He's 6'9".
There's a Pakistani guy who was 7 foot.
Well, when he's bowling, he'd be 7 foot.
There was a Pakistani player, recent guy, Ifran, 7'1".
Any good?
Well, not bad, yeah. Pretty tall.
7'1".
7'1".
You're not allowed to get that tall, eh?
And then it's illegal, should be illegal.
But anyway, that's about all we got for today.
So that's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye for me. I'll see you next week.